for sure, your woman, being promiscuous behind your back, and
Yeah, exactly.
That brings me to my next question.
Go for it.
Okay, Lo said, what if your woman's a lawyer?
I would not want to. I would not be with a woman that's a lawyer because she wants to argue so much. She'll literally argue about everything because that's all she does.
Just going back and forth if she's always right.
Yeah, see, she's always gonna think she's right, and I'm not trying to do that. Accountability.
I feel like I would do it just to. I feel like I would do it just to debate and just like prove her wrong. Like you know what I'm saying, yeah.
For the plot.
For sure. Yeah. So you had a question, you said, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So do you have promiscuous friends?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever heard the term "birds of a feather flock together"?
I'm just a girl's girl. I'm gonna support whatever my girls have.
I'm
not like
the one to judge. Like,
yeah, I'm not the one to judge either.
Yeah.
And you don't know people's situation.
Right.
And what if that's their only option? And
To be promiscuous?
Honestly, and to a certain extent, if men sexualize us anyway.
Some women are really good at it.
Why
Though.
play into that though?
Yeah.
Why play into
don't ask me. I'm not
men
into,
sexualizing
I'm
you?
not one of like the people that do that, but I don't know.
Some women are really good at that, right? They know how to manipulate a man to get money from them. So I get it. I get it. To her point.
So I feel like those guys are literally mentally weak. Like,
Oh, no,
it doesn't
100%,
make no
100%.
sense how y'all just allow these women to finesse y'all. It just doesn't even make no sense to me.
But most men know what they're that. Like they're getting something out of it. They know what they're doing.
Nah, not really. Okay, no, because
They don't, because they probably low key feel like y'all are feeling them.
Yeah.
Like the women are feeling them, and they're like, "Oh, he always comes. That's my regular." No, really, it's not a regular. It's just your guy that's come to spend money with you. That's literally it. Every single time.
I see that. I don't.
You got us there.
It's a little hot in here.
Tori said they think they like it.
Yeah. Yo, Roger, question, man. The AC, is it off?
I'm sweating.
Yeah, I'm literally at 68, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So what is it that? Well, how come it's always cool in here?
I mean, the house is at 68.
Then leave it. You're good. I think it's a fan. That's what it is. Okay. So let me ask you about this. How do you girls feel about dating apps, and how has it affected the dating world?
That's just literally a fuck thing. Like, I feel like some people don't really find like a genuine relationship out of it.
I feel like you can. You ever been on Hinge?
Yes, and never again.
But I think that's like you said. Hinge, I would think is more just sex. Yeah.
Not really. Wait, no, not really. Actually, I'll be real. Tinder, Bumble, all that. That's just like straight to business. Okay. But Hinge, I would actually argue is a little more serious. But even then, man, this is my take on dating apps. Right? Any person that's on a dating app, I wouldn't say the guys, because I would say guys are just kind of looking for, if they're on there, and they communicate it. Look, I'm not looking for anything serious, whatever, right? But I would say like the majority of women on there are just on there to fill a void, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm dead. Tori said Ariel's hot because he's nervous.
and let me and this is also another thing, right? This is some stats that I pulled based off of just Hinge, is that there is 64% more men on Hinge, and than there are women, right?
That's
now.
Nice.
Which is crazy. But now I would tell you that there is 54% or 55% of most guys who are liking pictures, right? Whereas women, only 20% of them will match with somebody. Which this tells me that their way of, a lot of these girls who are on these dating apps, this is their way of getting their validation, right? So let me kind of put in a scenario. Let me put an example here. Back in the 90s, 80s, what did women do to get their validation? They would go out to bars, lounges. They would actually have to step out, and guys would approach them. Hey, beautiful, how you doing? I want to buy you a drink, whatever. Okay, that's their validation. They can reject them. They're good. They got their high. That's cool. But nowadays with dating apps, before they go out, they just open up Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, and see all the guys that are trying to match with them. No. Validation. I'm good to go to the club. Now they're not giving nobody a chance at the damn club, or at a bar, or at a lounge, whatever you want to call it. How do you guys feel? How do you girls feel about that?
I don't use dating apps.
but have you been on it?
Not to find like a date, like not to find like a partner or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think I used Bumble to like maybe find a few friends when I first moved out here, but like never
the
to
BFF shit.
yeah, like never to actually find a partner. I don't know if I could do that.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Instagram's like the biggest dating app.
Instagram is the biggest dating app.
I do agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that too
Yeah.
for sure. But I think I'd still rather like meet someone naturally,
In person.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's the best approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel that any man who meets a woman out in person can show his inner confidence, and instead of like trying to just DM somebody through Instagram, I feel like it's sometimes we tend to do that, but I understand why, right? Because you find someone